All right, we're starting over. Hello, and welcome to the Here with Joe podcast for Monday, December 11th. How you doing? How are you? I am here. You are Joe. Let's get into it, all right? Yeah, I am at a weird, different angle this week. I'm in my wife's car. What is this? Oh, I kind of like it. Ooh, I could even drive with this angle. I don't know. This looks like a fucking poster, right? I know most people on here are listening on the audio only podcast, but for the clips we have video. Okay, we're living big time right now. All right, we are in full HD vid. Look at this mustache, baby. Ooh, dimple. Anyway, yeah, we're in my wife's car, so it's a different angle. Very fucking down here going, all right? We're up here. We're looking down. I'm going to have to put the captions up here. Here is the captions for this video. That's how it's going to go, baby. Anyway, welcome to the pod. We're having a good time. We just got done doing the Big Humble pod with those guys. They're a little Christmas episode. If you are listening to this, you're already on your listening device for podcast. Go ahead and just type in, give it a little type, The Big Humble. Give those guys a follow and a subscribe. Good times, good boys. Just, every conversation I have with them is just ranking foods. Which, by the way, they were giving me shit for saying latkes are the best holiday food. Latkes are the best holiday food. Okay? Latkes are the best holiday food. God bless them. They are so good. All right? If you haven't been to a latke party, make some friends with your Jewish friends, okay? They have latke parties, and it's so fun. And I love any food. Here's the thing about a latke is that any food that is from a community in which you're sharing your version of the food, and everyone thinks they make it the best. That's why it's like barbecue. That's what makes barbecue so good. You go to fucking Texas, everyone thinks they make the best brisket, all right? And you get to just sit back and eat all the shit while they argue about fucking smoke times or some shit, all right? I love good competition in your food that's what makes Thanksgiving so good. Everyone brings what they're proud of. Oh, boy. I love food, all right? And latkes are delicious. You put a little dollop of sour cream, baby. A little dollop of applesauce, a little sugar for crunch. Come on, it's fried potatoes. What else do you need in life? What's the best vegetable? Potato. All right? It's the only vegetable that you can just count on being unhealthy. It's great. Not that potatoes are unhealthy, but it's just like you can make any junk food you want with a potato. Patatas. We're doing it. We're feeling good. The back is feeling good. Look at this. Look at that. Couldn't do that before, could I? We're swimming every day. That's the only exercise I'm cleared to do. We're doing PT. I'm the fattest I've ever been in my life. Yeah. Look at me. I'm morbidly obese, The fattest I've ever been. And then to add insult to injury, they're like, hey, I know you haven't been moving a lot. I know you've kind of ballooned into a blob. But the one exercise you're allowed to do is to take your clothes off in public and flail around in the water like a whale. So that's nice. It is good exercise, though, dude. I'm fucking getting my ass worn out. My back is my back muscles are getting sore from freestyling. That's the only kind of swimming I know how to do. By the way, all my big friends get mad at me when I say I'm fat. I am fat right now, all right? I've gained like 20 pounds. This is fat for me. Like, oh, if you're fat, what does that make me? Obese. You're obese. We're not the same, okay? You're pushing on morbid obesity, all right? Morbid obesity is wild to me. Morbid obesity means when you die, it'll be because of how overweight you are. That's what morbid obesity means. It means your death will likely be caused by how overweight you are. That's wild to me. Like, even if you get hit by a bus, I'd be like, yeah, if you were lighter, you would have gotten out of the way, you know? Even, that's crazy. I guess Ozempic's kind of curing that. Everyone giving Ozempic shit for, like, people, oh, you're cheating. There is a difference between eating, like, being fat because you ate so much and you're lazy or whatever, blah, 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 and you just don't, your eating habits. And then there, like, once you get into morbid obesity, that becomes like a different issue. That's like, yeah, your eating habits are all like fucked up and maybe you have like a food addiction type thing. But also, like, the reason those people, like, that's when you see those people, like, go on, like, real diets where it's, like, the shit they have to do, and then it still comes back. It's because their gut biome is all fucked up. You know? You don't know. It's not a thing. I mean, it is a thing, but it's, like, not a... I only know this because I looked into what Ozempic was. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what is this whole fad? And it's like, no, like, Ozempic is actually being treated... I mean, morbid obesity is actually being treated, like, as a disease, with Ozempic, and it's working. So God bless them. And yeah, if you are just overweight and you're taking Ozempic, get the fuck out of the way. What are you doing? Fucking track your calories and figure it out. But no, like, people are like on the verge of like having a heart attack. Take Ozempic. Take steroids. Fuck it. Take anything you want. Okay? I always say I will probably take steroids whenever I'm like in my 40s and 50s. Why not? All right? What's the problem? I'll do it under the guidance of my doctor. But yeah, once my T starts going down, my testosterone, let's do it. I still want to be active, all right? And that shit helps you heal faster. I kind of wanted to do it after my back surgery. But apparently my body just makes so much tea naturally still, okay? And get that shit checked out every year. Do your physical every year. I don't know why I'm in a very preachy mode right now. But I have friends, I'm like, when was the last time you went to have a physical? They're like, oh, in high school when I had to for sports. Go get a physical every year. If you have health insurance, it's free. Go get a little checkup. And then every year you get your blood drawn. They check your testosterone. They check your fucking vitamin levels. They check all that shit. And then that way they'll catch something early if you have it. It's a yearly checkup. It's fun. I enjoy it. I like looking at the data. My T is still above average. Come on now. That's fun. It's not going down yet. Ugh. My vitamin D levels were really good at one point. It's nice to be like when the doctor is like, oh, wow, you're really well at this. Blood pressure was perfect. It's fun. It's fun also because like you get to look back at that year. Like the year that I did like veganism for like 1 year during the pandemic when, I wasn't lifting heavy, obviously, because the gyms were closed. So I was like, oh, I'll take this year let's give it a try. Best I've ever felt in my life, by the way. Truly, the vegan diet is the best diet. As far as like how you feel and like health-wise, and like my charts that year with the physical, testosterone up, fucking vitamins and all that shit, like all the levels were exactly like above average. Blood pressure like perfect. The doctor gasped at how good my like blood platelets were or whatever. I don't know. All that shit it immediately skyrocketed up after a year of being vegan. It was great. I was sneaking in fish. I was vegan plus a little bit of fish. That was the one thing. I would, if we were out at a restaurant, I would order fish. But yeah, it was perfect. The only reason I didn't stick with it is because I like to cook, and to be honest with you, after a while, to get the amount of protein that I enjoy, like I know I've played around with food and like macros, nutrients, and like how much of this I need, how much of this I need to feel good and to like be able to work out and heal fast, all that shit. For the amount of protein I get, which I like to get about 120 grams a day, it was just becoming 130, 135. Actually, on maintenance, more like 150, but on a cut, like 130. It was becoming very boring, okay? At a certain point, do you want to eat beans every night? I love beans. Big fan of beans. I'm a bean head. Big bean boy. But every night it was just like trying to figure, okay, we'll have chickpeas tonight. We'll have black beans. We'll have blah, blah, blah. That's why I had to start adding in fish. I was like, it's just hard to get your protein. That's the only thing. It's not impossible. It's actually like, there's plenty of things to get it. It just becomes, a lot of the beans taste the same. The wheat gluten, you know. It's not like you have to do processed foods to do it. But the problem is you have to be doing to make it whole foods, you have to be doing the work. And it just becomes a lot of like mundane, and then all that prep work for like a fairly, not bad food, but like kind of, it was getting, a lot of them taste the same. After a while, the different kinds of beans all just taste bean taste. So that was that year. I'll go back to it, I think. You know what? If I start taking testosterone, I'll probably just go full vegan. You know? I'll be taking the hormones that they're putting in the meat, so I don't want to double dip, if that makes sense. I should go back to vegan, man. But fucking milk is so good. Milk is so good. It makes my stomach hurt, but I've gone back to milk. I actually stayed off milk for a lot, like up until like 4 months ago. Just because I got used to the oat milk from that year of vegan. And I get used to just not buying any of that stuff. But man, milk, yogurt, cottage cheese, all cheese really, but cottage cheese, number one. Oh, number one, best cheese, cottage cheese. I know that's going to cause an uproar amongst friends, but cottage cheese is the best cheese. You can have it any way you want. You know? You can cook with it if you want, but you can also just eat it right. It's the only cheese that you can sit and eat the entire... You can't sit and eat an entire block of cheddar. You'll fucking clog yourself up. You can't sit and eat a whole bag of shredded cheese, but you can get a carton of cottage cheese and sit and eat that whole thing and feel good. And feel good about yourself, too. Healthy. Delicious. Let me tell you right now, give me any canned fruit and plop a whole thing of cottage cheese. That's a dessert I'm happy with. All right? Pancakes, cottage cheese, maple syrup. Boom. Delicious. Delicious. Pancakes topped with cottage cheese and maple syrup. Do it right now. I promise you won't be upset. It's the best cheese. Fight me. I don't give a fuck. Cottage cheese is the best goddamn cheese, and I'm saying it right now. I don't even know what would be second place. Cheddar, it's good. You know, all the other cheeses, there's just so many other factors into, like, you know, cheddar's great, but, like, are we talking cheese on a burger? Are we talking cheese on a charcuterie board? You know, because Gouda's right up there. Haverty, blue, so many different kinds of blue. I don't know. I can't really rank the other cheeses because they're all conditional on what you're having it with, what kind of wine you're drinking. Yeah, is it? I mean, American cheese in some situations is the best. You know, give me a grilled cheese with American cheese. I don't want other. Maybe a Munster. Yeah, no, cottage cheese number one for me. definitely. Let me get out of the sun real quick. Good Lord, my fucking shirt's on fire right now. There we go. Oh, good God, these fucking shadows. Let's see. Ooh. How you doing? I could take a drive. Should we do a driving episode? Will I get a ticket if I'm driving with a microphone in my hand? Well, I don't know. My kid is a new driver. I do feel like it would be a bad influence. What time are we at? 15 minutes? No, because you wouldn't be able to see what I'm looking at anyway. You know? You'd just be looking at me looking at stuff. Oh, boy. This is it. This is what I chose, all right? We were like... every comedian, we were all like, you gotta have a podcast. You gotta have content coming out every day. Blah, 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 you know? I don't want to put stand-up clips out all the time. I won't put a stand-up clip online that I don't love, okay? Like, I have to, like, I'm not putting a crowd work clip that just like, whatever, just to feed the algorithm, okay? Stand-up clips are only going to be shit that I am proud of. But I will put a podcast clip of me just saying dumb fucking shit. Dumb fucking shit. That's it. That's the clip. Joe's a dummy. No, I'm a fucking genius. What are we talking about? All right, you are the bad ones. Your opinions are wrong. Cottage cheese is the best cheese. Okay? And that's it. Period. Cream cheese. Someone will come back with cream cheese. They'll be like, yeah, you can use cream cheese and a lot of stuff. Cream cheese just kind of hurts my stomach too much. Something about the creaminess and like... It is good. It tastes good. Especially the whipped one, you know? You whip it up like a schmear on a bagel. Come on now. These people are just stopping and watching me. That's weird. Yeah. Super weird. What time are we at? 17 minutes? I had to redo this whole thing because I got a call in the middle of it. And I used my phone for my video. And I didn't realize it stopped recording. And I was just talking to the mic without any video, thereby deleting all the content that I'm trying to get out of here. Gotta stop saying I don't have much to talk about this week. Got a show tonight, but it's Saturday right now, so you wouldn't be able to come to it at the Hollywood Improv. Tuesday, if you're in Los Angeles, I'm at the High Note. Just look at it. I'll put it on my Instagram, but it's the High Note comedy show. I was gonna be in Tampa, not doing Tampa anymore. I don't know. Just look at the At Here with Joe. I have all my dates. How you guys doing? All right? Are you doing okay? It's the holidays. Are you sad about that? You know, some people get sad at the holidays. They see all the happiness happen around them, and that makes them sad. Soak in the happiness. Bring it in you. Let it hit you in the face and jump around. Oh, look at that little puppy. I love a puppy. You know, why are baby animals just so damn cute? That's crazy to me. That's why it's crazy we eat veal. You know, a baby cow, they're so adorable. Why are you eating that? I guess lamb is a baby lamb, but lamb isn't really the babies. Just so you know. Okay? We raise sheep. Lamb, when you eat lamb, you're not eating a baby lamb. You're eating like a teenager. They just, like, at that point, they are, like, normal sized. They just haven't aged yet, you know? They haven't gotten the full aging, because then at that point, the meat gets a little greasy. That's what mutton is. It gets a little greasier, a little gamier. It's not good. I don't like mutton at all. But yeah, just so you know, it's not like the cute little like meh lambs that you're eating when you eat lamb. That would be tiny. It would be like a little tiny, wouldn't even be a lot. Ooh, leg of lamb. I know I was saying Laka's number one holiday food, but leg of lamb, dude. Here's how good leg of lamb is did I already talk about this? Maybe before when I had to restart the podcast. But leg of lamb is so good that you have to, it's like you pronounce it. You know? You eat chicken legs. You eat pork chops. But you eat the leg of lamb. All right? Yeah, it has a title. It is the leg of the lamb. It's delicious. Just fucking falls off the bone if you make it right. I'm going to make that. I'm going to do that for New Year's Day. That's going to be the first thing we have in 2024. Shit, the year's almost done. We're almost done with 2023. How was it? Pretty bad for me, to be honest with you. This is probably the worst year in a while. Total. I mean, look, I live a great life. Love my life. Good times. But there's going to be some years that are better than others, right? That happens. My back fucked up. It started off so good, but for the last like 5 months of the year, the second half of it, I'm just fucking incapacitated. That's got to count against the year. Because of that, I didn't do as much as I wanted to. Won a lot of money in poker. That was nice. It was a good winning year of poker, but I don't care about that. I'm not trying to be a professional poker player. Do that for fun. Stand-up was good, but again, I was out of it for the second half of the year. This podcast, all of you guys fucking rock. Thank you for making 2023, positive on that. But I think overall 2023 it's you know what it is, it just wasn't as good as the past few years. 2020, awesome. All right? I know it was a global pandemic and 1 million people died. I know, and I'm sad about that. But for me, my personal life, one of the best years of my life. LA just like it was like a purge, Los Angeles just got better immediately. And not because people died, it was like people left. Anyone who got to live in Los Angeles during the pandemic and got to experience what LA is like without traffic just knows what I'm talking about. Beautiful. And we all had that year at home, which was hard, but I think it was hard in a way that like it kind of like forced you to figure shit out in a different way. I don't know. So that was nice. Then 2021 came, and it was like at that point you got used to it. You got good at it. And shit was kind of opening up. That was nice because it was like things were kind of back. When it was a kind of back, you kind of figured it out. And then 2022 is just like we're back to normal. And it was like, and I had grown from those 2 years of the pandemic. I was like the better person. I was like coming out of it. It's a better person. And so I think I got spoiled. I think, oh man, 3 great years in a row. 2023 just has to be like that. And they leveled off. All right, we leveled off, and then the back thing happened, and then we tanked. All right. Now I'm in the worst shape of my life. My foot don't work. My foot's paralyzed, or my leg, or whatever. There's a section of my leg that just is like, it's paralyzed. That is what it is. It's nerve damage to the point where it just doesn't function. And I'm trying to figure it out. I want it back. It's depressing. I want to be able to run. If I can't run the rest of my life, that's going to be the saddest thing. Running is like, it's the human thing, right? Like we're good at it. That's the thing humans are good at. Even if you're bad at running, you're good in the world of animals. You're one of the better ones. Like your ability to like jog for a long period of time and build up endurance to be able to run a marathon is like it's our superpower. Cheetahs have the superpower of being able to run super fast. Gorillas have the superpower of having like crazy strength. Our superpower is our endurance, and we don't even take advantage of it as much as we should. What am I talking about? What is this podcast? We're at 25 minutes. We're almost done. Happy holidays. Happy Honda days. We're in the CRV right now. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. What's Kwanzaa again? I think it was they're all harvest holidays. When you go back long enough, it's just all about harvest and solstices and praying to a tree. That's what the Christmas tree is. It's a pagan tree holiday. It's good times. I'm here for all of it. I'm a happy holidays guy. I'm not a Merry Christmas. I want all the holidays. I want to soak in every single one. The winter solstice, everything that's around the winter solstice. Let's dip into it. I'm not religious. Give me all of them. That's my present. I just want to give me your food. What are you eating for Kwanzaa? I want latkes. I want turkey. I want lamb. I want is it a bean harvest or wheat harvest? I looked it up one time. Kwanzaa is something about a harvest during the winter solstice in Africa. I want to say wheat, but I don't know. Give me that bread. Give me that, like Ethiopian bread, I wonder. What's that called? Watt? Dot? Doro Watt. I think it's Watt. Or is it the Doro? What the fuck am I talking about? I could look it up, but my phone is my camera. Let's talk about the big news today. The Los Angeles Dodgers have signed Shohei Otanni from Japan and the Angels. I'm very excited about it. Excited to see him play. I got to see him play a few times over the years. Never at Dodger Stadium, though. I saw him play in Anaheim, and I saw him play in Houston when I was there once. So it'll be cool to see him play at Dodger Stadium. 10 years, $700 million. Let me say that again. He is signed for 10 years, $700 million. He is almost a billionaire. I mean, he basically is a billionaire. If you have $700 million cash coming into you, I mean, you literally, all you would have to do over those 10 years is what? Put 20 million of it into some sort of building compound interest. I don't know. I feel like once you have $700 million, at the end of that 10 years, if you ain't living like a fucking dumb fuck, at the end of that 10 years, you should have $1 billion. I want to even say easily, but I don't know. 4% a year off that? What's 4% of 700? I can't figure it out. I can't do it. I can't do quick math like that. I really can't. Percentages, I can do percentages once I've figured it. Like in poker, I can do the percentages because I've like gone ahead and studied the map of 52 cards and that. But percentages just throwing me two numbers, like what's 5% of 41? Not going to be 5, 10, 15, 20. I have to do that in my head. I have to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and then go a little less than that. I can't get you an exact number. Bad at math when it comes to that. I wish I was good at that. Is that something you practice for? I guess. Yeah, you have to because I do it for poker. Or does it just come to? Why are some people just good at math naturally? Are they, though? Are they good at math naturally, or were they just taught correctly when they were kids? You know? Like, were they just taught in a different way? Remember when all like the new way of teaching math started? What's it called? Common Core. And all these parents were in uproar, like, "Oh, why are they changing? I'm not even able to do the math that they're bringing home. Why are they changing? That's not how I learned." Yeah, that's the point. We're fucking dumb. Americans, obviously, if you can't do the math that your fourth grader is bringing home, maybe the way you were taught math was the wrong way. You know? Maybe we should fix that. That's not how I was taught. Exactly. You're not good at this. Maybe your kid will be better if we teach them this way. Stay out of my class books. I don't know if anyone's ever said that. I don't know if that's even I don't even know if a class book is a thing. A yearbook? Ooh, I just saw a nice Mustang drive by. 1967 it looked like. I don't know. I like to act like I know the exact years on things. I know it was a 60s Mustang. It is fun to like be like, "Oh shit, is that a 1993? 94? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I see now. The headlight. I don't know what I'm talking about. I think that's it. But anyway, Shohei's here, and we're happy. Are we, though? 10 years, $700 million. That could tank the Dodgers. But at the same time, he's such a marketable player, like worldwide. Oh, man. Tickets are going to be fucking expensive again, aren't they? Fuck. That is the one good thing about your team sucking. If you live in the city that your team kind of sucks, especially with baseball. I remember there was like in 2014 maybe, Dodgers weren't good yet. You know, Kershaw was killing it. You know, that was like his prime years. Dude, there were days that like I could go on a Sunday and get a ticket for like $4. You know, because no one was going. And then they started winning, and now they're more expensive. Now they have Mookie Betts and Shohei. Come on. Like maybe the two best players in MLB right now. Yeah. Tickets going to be expense. Did I just shorten two words in one sentence? Ticks gon' be expense. 3 words. Ticks gon' be expense. TBH, I don't hate it. Okay. The Titans still suck. There's nothing to talk about with football except you know what happens when your football team is bad? You start paying attention to all the teams enough to where you feel confident gambling. Okay? And that's what I've been doing. Because now I'll just watch Red Zone. Because the Titans, they're at the point right now where, and I remember it, and I can't go through it again, where your team is so bad that the games aren't even, like, entertaining, you know? Like, when you know they're going to lose and you know the mistakes they're going to make, it just becomes like, I don't work for you, okay? I don't need to clock in right now. Why am I treating this like a job? Like I'm just clocking in. Like it's Sunday. I gotta watch the Titans. You know, it's Sunday. It's 10 a.m. I gotta watch the Titans. Why? You know what's gonna happen. They're gonna run Derrick Henry into the ground, and then once he's effectively injured, probably they'll try to throw it and it won't work. Meanwhile, the other team is going to just dismantle us. Why am I wasting my time? So I'm not anymore. I've been gambling. I've been winning. God damn, I'm good. hitting parlays like crazy. I love a good sports gamble. I love a good sports gamble because it's one that you can kind of like, you be like, all right, I'll take the risk on this one. Then I'll just make easy money with those. Obviously, I know sometimes the easy ones, the obvious ones, don't hit. But, you know, with football at least, if you watch enough, you can make calculated risks. That's what I like. That's the kind of game. I like to take calculated risks as long as you calculate it. That's why poker is great. Because you're calculating your risk. It's not like where, like, roulette is, that's what I'm saying. Like, roulette is gambling. You know you have a whatever chance of losing every time. And if you play long enough, you will lose. If you get up in roulette, you should leave. Because if you play after a certain while, you are going to lose. You don't get the choice in this. It is 100% going to happen. If you play for long enough, at a certain point, the curve of probability is going to happen. There's no calculating the risk each time. Every time the risks are the same, and you're always going to be 40-something% losing. So over time, the odds are stacked against you. The house will win. It's not your choice. The house will win over time. So if you get up, get the fuck out of there. Leave. But that's why roulette's only in a place like Vegas, you know? Or only in a place that, like, gambling's legal. Because you don't care. If I get up, I'm going to use some of that money. That's how I go play roulette with money that I've already, like, I won. I'll go play poker, win money, and now I have basically Monopoly money to throw at roulette. Maybe I'll hit, maybe I won't. Probably going to lose it eventually, even if I do hit. That's Vegas. And I love it. Am I a gambler? Do I have a problem? Yes. Many of them. One of them being this podcast, because I don't think I've had a coherent thought throughout this entire thing. I don't know if this one... Do I have a clip out of this? I don't know. I got to feed the algorithm. The bots need me speaking. Do they? Does anyone need this? No. No one needs any of this. Why are you on your phone right now? Get off. Go live your life. But you're not, I mean, let's be honest, the phone is part of your life now. All right? We're here. We're all here together. You're scrolling. Maybe you found me. Did you find this on the scroll? Am I here? Stop scrolling. Listen to me real quick. Stop scrolling and listen to me. All right, go. Get out of here. Breaking news. Man loses his fucking mind in his car again. Every week. Once a week. For nothing. Do we like this angle? Do we like this car? I don't know. I don't like having the captions up here, to be honest with you. Do I look fatter from down below? No, I look pretty fucking good, actually. Damn. Hell yeah, son. How you doing? How are you? Let's drive home. I'll finish the podcast driving home. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a good goddamn. We're doing it. I'm gonna make a little Yui. Damn, making a Yui on a fucking... Woo! Hey, look at us go. Anyway. We're doing it, folks. That's basically the podcast. This is it. We're just talking into a mic, driving around our neighborhood. Okay? Can't believe it. We're on the loose. We're on the run. I got the runs. I'm pooping my pants right now. What is this? What are we doing? Why are you just talking? Is this worth it? No. Am I going to keep doing it? Obviously. Stop. Drop. Got a elbow and a chop. Bo. Ho. Habado dabba whoa. Come out to. You aren't going to be able to come out to the show at the Improv tonight because this fucking podcast isn't coming out till Monday. But come out to High Note Comedy on Tuesday. Have yourself a happy holiday, okay? Have yourself a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a cool Kwanzaa, a winning winter solstice, a fucking punky pagan tree day, a fucking, I don't know, man. Have yourself a good holiday, okay? Love you guys. See you in a bit.